what is the next move? You're the GM, and by the way, you have a career in the NBA. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you were the assistant director of basketball operations for the Phoenix Suns. So you're the smartest person for us to talk about when it comes to this, which goes to show how little people we know in the NBA. What should the Knicks do? Because I'm gathering the feeling that RJ Barrett is becoming the sharpshooter that can be the number 2 to a Julius Randle. So what exactly do we need at this point?
Yeah, so my buddy Elite, the producer, he's a producer for Dreamville, he alerted me to the existence of a Twitter account called @RJBarrettStats. Okay. All it is just an account that's devoted to RJ Barrett and how well he's shooting and video and all that. But the place where the Knicks are right now is a place that is a danger zone a little bit because you've been bad for so long, and now you're actually decent, trending towards good. There's an impulse to throw a lot of money at it in an effort to be great. And a lot of times that can set you back. Look at Philadelphia. They were bad for so long, and then that first year they made the playoffs with Embiid and Simmons and Bellinelli and Ilyasova and all those guys. And it was like, all right, this is a nice formula. And then they ended up like just swinging for the fences wildly, and it kind of put them in this disappointment zone, if you will. The Knicks are, what they need to do right now is, A, try and keep this group together, right? You got Julius Randle, whose contract, I believe, expires this summer. You got RJ Barrett still under contract. Quickly, Mitchell Robinson, whenever he comes back, you
Quickly
might want
to steal of the draft.
Yeah, so you got a nice young core. See where it goes, right? And then add things that are strategic that fit within the timeline of who you are and also the needs, right? Now, if Kawhi Leonard opts out and says, I want to be a Knick, obviously you don't say no to that, right? You don't say no. This guy's an elite player. But the problems never come there. The problems come where you go chasing for someone who's okay, but not elite. And those are the contracts you want to stay away from.
Why would you say that about Bradley Beal? You know, I mean,
no, but Bradley Beal fits again, and he's under contract. That's a good thing, right? The bad thing is where you go out and give a new contract. Like, so this won't happen, but like, here's a bunch of money to Andre Drummond. Why? Because he was the best available free agent after everything else shook out. You don't want to do that. You want to build slowly, and then the other thing they have at their disposal is a zillion picks, right? We're in
which is trade bait.
Exactly. So we're at a time where 4 teams control most of the trade market, which is the Knicks, the Pelicans, the Thunder, and the Rockets, right? Those 4 teams have a zillion future first-round picks, and everyone else is kind of struggling, basically, because if you traded your pick this year, you can't trade your pick next year. So because of that, there's an appetite for these picks on the market. If you're the Knicks, you might be able to poach some good players with decent contracts that fit into your vision using those picks. So I think a slow and steady measured response is what the Knicks need to the season, which, of course, they have a long history of being slow, steady, and measured, right?
Yeah. It's the least Knicks thing to do.
Okay, so the next question has to be, how far do we plan out? How do we court Zion? What are we doing right now?
we made that mistake with LeBron, though.
So the Zion thing, here's the interesting thing about Zion. In the history of the NBA, since we've been doing these rookie deals and having an extension at the end of the deal, there has never been a player who's turned down the rookie extension, right? That's never happened. Another reason why a player who's offered that, beyond like, hey, this is a lot of money, I'm not going to turn this down. Another reason is they added this new thing, where you can get a supermax at the end of your rookie extension, only if you've been with your team that whole time, the team that drafted you. The only loophole there is if you get traded in the first 4 years of your deal. So if you're the Knicks and you want Zion, it's 1 of 2 times, 2 windows. Window number 1 is you just wait until he signs his rookie extension, and at the end of that, 3 years or 4 years, whatever he signs, then you go get him then. Or you can do what the Mavericks did with Porzingis, and you go get him right now. You get him before his rookie deal is up. And as long as New Orleans is not doing well, I believe that opportunity is open in the same way that when Porzingis was a rookie or second-year player, we were like, no chance, this guy's a Knick for life. but a lot can happen in 4 years, especially if the team isn't winning. So there are 2 windows of time, I think. One is in the next 2 years, and 2 is 5, 6, 7 years from now.